Stance cars are the black sheep of the automotive world. Anywhere you see one on the internet, there are sure to be 50 comments saying it looks bad and has been ruined. But someone has to like these things, right? People keep doing it. There must be some reason, and over the course of 6,000 miles, we're going to find out why.
Not gonna have any problems at all because, you know, it's a Honda.
Here at Gears and Gasoline, we have been doing road trips for as long as I can remember, and every year we try and push the envelope a little bit further as far as what's possible. We were literally driving race cars last year. We drove 2 RX-7s to all 48 states, and yet these cars always seem to make it. So we decided we need to find the absolute worst cars possible.
And what could be worse than a frame-banging, oil pan scraping, airbag popping, cambered out stance car?
Wow, just would you look at these things?
Ben, what have we done?
Look at this fitment, Ben. All right, so I have gone and I have purchased my very first non-Japanese car ever. I've owned, I don't know, 15, 20 cars in my life. I've never owned something non-Japanese.
That might be a bigger mistake than having a stance car.
Yeah, let alone a Volkswagen, okay? So this is a 2004 and a half Volkswagen Jetta GLI, and you can tell it's a 2004 and a half because it's got like this chrome trim and stuff on it. 1.8 liter turbo, 6-speed. I mean, this thing is a sports sedan. And as you can see, it looks the part too.
Yeah, you can't be driving like that. Clearly this is on air.
Yes, it is on air because I'm sophisticated. I'm a sophisticated gentleman. What, are you static?
You know it. This is my also 2004, maybe and a half, I don't know, Acura TSX. This, buddy, do you think yours is a sports car? This has the same engine as my Time Attack Civic. It's got a K24 in it, naturally.
Wow.
It's gotta have the K series in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that's notable about it. It's running 9 degrees of camber in the back on Whistler wheels.
Whistlers, yeah, name brand.
Yeah, I mean, it is a name. It's got a custom paint job. It's a Ford Pearl blue metallic color.
So you're telling me that you're gonna be able to drive that car at that ride height at all times?
No, but I'm gonna try.
So we should, full disclosure, let you guys know that we did not modify these cars in this manner. We found stance cars that, you know, already like this and bought them. Stance cars are, typically speaking, not up to state inspection standards, let alone manufacturer standards. And we do not recommend that anyone try and drive these cars any distance whatsoever.
And for us, that distance is about 5,000 miles. We're gonna drive from here in Virginia to San Diego and back. At least we're gonna try.
Now, I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of this Jetta. Again, I bought it this way, so everything that's been done is, you know, the previous owner's handiwork. So a lot of cool stuff to note. It is not actually green, this is a wrap. It's blue underneath, so nice green wrap here. We've got aftermarket bumpers, aftermarket taillights, fenders obviously all pulled, aftermarket mirrors, front bumpers. Cool little accent right here, it's got this Japanese train handle. So obviously this is a German car, but you know, little cultural exchange. The Japanese and the Germans are working together one last time. Back here we've got the air tank set up, obviously nice wood trunk floor to go with that. Previous owner did like to detail. Airlift V2 system. And on the inside we've got more cool little accents, wood steering wheel, wood shift knob. So if an airbag does happen to pop or something and I wreck the car, I will absolutely be murdered and impaled on this steering wheel. Now on to the really exciting stuff. This is a 1.8 liter gas engine. And it is turbo from the factory, but the previous owner swapped it over to a KO4 turbo. The engine does emanate a little bit of smoke. You can smell just a bit of oil when you drive it. I've heard that's standard for Volkswagens. When the car is aired out all the way, slammed to the ground, as you can see, the fitment is pretty sublime. It cannot drive at this ride height because obviously the tire is fully touching the fender. You can't even turn the wheel at this ride height. In fact, this fender is being ripped out of its seating position because of the position of the tire. So to sum things up, easily one of the worst cars, if not the worst car I've ever bought. Mechanically, terrifying. Reliability, probably non-existent. It is a Volkswagen. So I'm not confident that this car is going to be able to make it all the way to San Diego, let alone back. But I'm even more worried for Ben and his TSX.
Yeah, she dropped dead gorgeous. She dropped dead gorgeous.
Yeah, this is my TSX. It's got a K24 in it, so it's pretty much a race car. The same K24 that's in my Civic. It's not gonna have any problems at all because, you know, it's a Honda. It is a 6-speed manual transmission, which is why I way overpaid for this car. But it's all right because we got that fitment. It's some 18 by 9.5 wheels up here with some 225 tires. Got 6 degrees of camber in the front, 9 degrees of camber in the back. So we got that 6-9 ratio going on. And around back, this is where the magic happens. You know, we gotta be bumping them beats. And there's actually 17 speakers in this car. I don't fully know how to operate it all, but we'll figure it out. It's all LED lights everywhere. Obviously, my car is already super clean. It's kind of hard to make this car not look super clean, but I'm gonna make sure I keep these wheels looking shiny. Chrome wheels, gotta keep them fresh. Whew. This car's so fresh, it's got a mint wrapper in it.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning vape juice off the inside of my windshield.
Oh yeah, I got some of that too.
Yeah, really cool stuff. I like buying these stance cars from these stance car owners. Genuinely, which one of us is gonna break down first, do you think?
I mean, yours is a Euro. I'm pretty sure Euro's not gonna last. I think I might have like an axle issue or something with the chassis, but I don't think the powertrain is gonna be an issue.
So you think that of these two cars, the one that is going to hold us up is gonna be the Volkswagen?
I think if both of us get out of Virginia, we'll be lucky.
We have had some harebrained schemes before, but this is easily the most self-sabotaging idea we've ever come up with. These cars, you know, are not meant to really drive. This one has a banner on the windshield that says "Built to Park."
To be honest, I don't really understand stance cars. I don't think they look good, and obviously they don't function well. But you can't knock it until you try it, so I'm doing my best here to try it, and I'll see if maybe I can understand why people do this. So far, I have no clue.
But, you know, let's look on the bright side. I'm driving a Volkswagen GLI. This is arguably the swankiest, most luxurious car I've ever owned, honestly. I usually go for more like base level stuff. Japanese stuff. The Germans know how to do luxury right.
Well, this car might be a Honda, but it's got 274,000 miles on the clock. And when I look down at the dashboard, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warning lights on. I don't see what could go wrong.
I actually don't have a bunch of check engine lights, which is kind of crazy for a Volkswagen. Yeah, I don't know, it's not a terrible place to be. It's one of the quieter cars that I've road tripped on this channel.
This car running 9 degrees of camber means that the outside of the tire doesn't even contact the road. So there's not very much contact patch, which means it's kind of slippery. And it feels that way too when I'm driving it on the road at speed. It feels floaty is kind of the best way I can describe it. It's not a good feeling.
Every time you take off in this car from a stop, you do hear the axles just begging to die. It just grinds and pops just a little bit, just enough to let you know that everything's not right.
I, full disclosure, replaced a bunch of stuff to this car before we left because I didn't think it was safe enough to take on this trip. I replaced 12 wheel studs because 10 of them were cut in half and 2 of them were broken. I replaced all 4 brake rotors. I replaced a brake caliper that looked like it had been cut. Not really sure why. I replaced both axles because one of the axles broke while I was trying to drive this home when I bought it. I replaced both lower control arms because the bushings were completely worn out. Who's to say what's the next thing to fail on this car? But only time will tell, I guess. As it turned out, we didn't even make it out of town before Ben decided to stop and fix something on his car. Ben, your car looks so smooth.
Yeah, it is. How does your car ride?
Like dirt. What are you doing?
Well, did you see the rear window tint before?
I don't know if that's any better.
No, I can clean it. But it was like, you couldn't even see out the back at all.
Oh man, it smells in there too.
Yeah, I know, because like the whatever they use to adhere it, the adhesive smells awful.
Oh, that's the glue.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Baby steps. Like, it's unsafe to drive with that stuff back there. I couldn't see.
I will say the interior is very accurate like in mine. Like the seats are pretty plush, which is good because it's got to absorb all the like bouncing.
Yeah, so your ride quality is as bad as I would expect it to be on a static car?
Yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect.
Do you know what your spring rates are?
Not crazy. They're the default rates for the extreme low coilovers.
Extreme low.
That's what they're called, yeah.
Very cool.
30 minutes into the trip, and we made our first stop at Advance Auto to get some Goo Gone for Ben's sticky back window.
I gotta keep it looking fresh.
But before we could even make it an hour into the trip, the inevitable happened.
Where are they?
Behind us.
Oh. Oof. Yep.
Oh no. How you doing, man?
Hey.
Is your license registration, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. We're going to tell you the stop's being not again visual recorded. A couple reasons for the stop day. Number one, you don't have a state inspection. Secondly, you don't have your front plate on the vehicle.
Okay, gotcha.
Any reason on either of those?
Just bought the car. Yeah.
Just haven't got it fixed. The reason I stopped you, a couple reasons. You don't have an inspection sticker.
Okay.
You don't have a front plate on your car. And your window tint is below the AS1 line. And you have stickers below the AS1 line as well.
Okay.
How's it going in your car?
I'm getting a ticket for the front windshield tint, no inspection, and the stickers that are low mounted on the front windshield.
You're getting 3 tickets.
Sorry, yeah, also
No front license plate to pull.
So we've been pulled over. We've literally been driving for 1 hour. I've gotten tickets on these road trips before, but this is easily the fastest.
Alright, so I'm going to issue a summons for not having an inspection sticker. That's the only one I'm going to write you, okay?
okay.
Like I said, your window tint, not having a front tag, and your inspection, that's 3 different summons I can write, so make sure you get all those fixed. But I'm only going to do the no state inspection for now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, man.
Hey.
Get your license back.
Hey.
I ain't going to tell you yet. I'm issuing you summons for your inspection today.
Okay.
I see you just bought the car, and that's why I'm not writing you for your front plate.
Sure.
Like that, I will tell you, in the state of Virginia, these cars got a lot that's illegal on them.
I have a question for you. With the summons, do I need to appear? Or
You can prepay it if you want to
Okay,
do that.
okay.
And I will tell you, if you get back and want to get the vehicle inspected and show proof.
there's no way this thing would pass. So, you know what I mean?
I got you. What's up to you, man?
What was it visually that drew your attention to the car?
No front tag and no inspection.
Okay, not just how dumb it looks.
No. No.
It does look dumb though, doesn't it?
I mean, I see that kind of stuff all the time. So to me, it's normal. But yeah, what really caught my eye was no front tag and no inspection. He's seen it too. He's seen your buddy up there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you got a lot going on with this car.
Well, yeah, I sure do, yeah.
Backmatching for suspension, exhaust, a lot of things. But
Gotcha.
You were cool with me, so like I said, I'm not going to give you any problem on any of that. But I definitely, if you're driving this car in Virginia, I'd watch out because like
We're getting out of here as fast as we can.
What'd you get?
Let me see here. Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he was TO'd that I didn't have a front plate.
He was TO'd. My guy was pretty nice.
No, he wasn't TO'd.
Oh,
he was
okay,
super
okay.
chill. I think I actually got the cooler one, but
Yeah.
no front plate, stickers up here, no state inspection, but he just wrote me for the state inspection.
Yeah, so he got me for 4 things.
Yeah.
My window tint below the AS1 line, which I tried to start peeling off while I was sitting there. I don't know. And then these also below the AS1 line.
Okay.
No inspection and no front license plate. I think we should peel it off because we're gonna, I mean, we got pulled over within an hour.
Yeah.
We're gonna get pulled over again.
Yeah, we sure will.
So I'm gonna peel that off and peel this off. I mean, it's inspected in a different state.
Don't know that that matters.
It's good in this other state of Pennsylvania.
Here's the thing. Here's what matters, okay? The cars are registered in Virginia and they're not Virginia inspected.
Yeah.
So I think we're good the rest of the way out of Virginia.
Once we get out of Virginia.
Well, the rest of the way through Virginia, we got our inspection right here.
Unless we run into somebody grumpy who's like, well, they didn't take you for the other 3 things. My guy said he could have written me for 4 things, which is true. He could have.
My guy said he could have written me for suspension.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which
Why?
your guy definitely could have written you for suspension in that case.
I asked him what he thought of my car. I was like, what do you think of my car? Like, what caught your attention? And he said, no front license plate, no inspection. And I was like, and I was like, is it because the car looks dumb? It's because the car looks dumb. He was like, no.
I'm not discriminating.
yeah.
Even though it was robbing me of free scene points, I figured it's better to attempt to comply with the law as much as possible while still in Virginia. It took me about 5 minutes to fix 3 of my 4 violations.
It didn't look good anyway, let's be real. I am improving the car regardless of legality. Just like that.
This is basically this whole summation of what driving these cars is about, right? People build these cars to be attention grabbing, right? Because they're children and they need people to pay attention to them regardless of whether it is malice or disrespect or mockery, or if they're just getting tickets for being idiots. For example, we just got ticketed 1 hour into the road trip, and Ben even asked the cop, you know, is it because our cars look stupid? And the cop said, no, it's because you don't have a front plate and all this stuff, right? Here's the thing though, my Tundra, our camera car, also does not have a front plate. Do you think he gave the Tundra a ticket? No, he did not. So Ben, I printed this out. I didn't think we were actually going to integrate it literally within the first 4 hours of the trip. But I made a little stance car bingo for us.
What is shorty?
Shorty is if you drive underneath of something that you know, you're not supposed to be able to drive underneath. I don't think that our cars are really that low.
I don't know. We'll have to find something.
I don't know.
All right.
But yeah,
Is there a ticket? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we can both check ticket off.
That could have been like the bonus one in the middle, where it's
Well, so the bonus one in the middle, the freebie, is regret, because I figure we both,
sure.
you know, right from the get-go, as soon as we purchase these cars, we feel regret.
Cord. Cord your tires.
Yeah, cord tires. We're both almost to a bingo in stance car bingo.
All we need is DB.
All we need is a DB. I hope we don't. Neither of us get that.
No, yeah. Well, you can let some pressure out. You're
I have no interest in doing that.
No. Oh my gosh, this was fresh.
No, mine's fine.
Where's the wear bar? Dude, we're not gonna make it to California. At least I'm not on one set. Maybe I can rotate. Wow. I've used about 25% of tire.
I think I've seen this in some of those like H2OI videos and stuff.
Go, 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 go.
There we go. Yeah, we'll just go real. There you go. Oh my God, I'm gonna destroy this ticket. Yeah.
The second day of the trip saw us take a short detour off our route to a very specific stretch of road. A piece of road famous in the US for its enjoyable driving characteristics, its multitude of corners, and its dangerous, unforgiving drop-offs.
Well then, there it is. We're back at the Dragon.
The Dragon.
By our reckoning, any proper sports sedan should feel right at home on the Dragon's 318 turns, so we had to see how ours stacked up.
Yeah, buddy. Here we go. I'm in a race car.
Oh my God. Oh.
I'm not gonna be doing anything illegal. Definitely not in these cars. We won't be going fast enough.
Hairpin. Oh! Oh God. I feel like I'm going 80 and I'm going 25.
Oh! Oh! It's so bad.
Okay, I'm gonna go higher with it.
The tires don't rub. It's like the wheel, like you can feel it just pushes. That's a feeling I can't describe. Man, I've never felt that in a car before.
Ugh.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Oh, the axles feel like they want to tear themselves apart.
Oh my gosh. There's no grip. Bro, I legitimately cannot even keep up with you.
Oh my God, dude. You know, I'm starting to think all these modifications
Maybe did not make the car better.
Ben, I can't. I'm too slow to get out of the way of these motorcyclists.
I can't help you, bud.
Dude, I think I'm pissing them off. All right, I'm gonna raise this up. That was brutal. We need more rear ride height.
Oh. 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 I didn't see that pothole.
There we go, beautiful.
I totally didn't see that pothole right there. Did you hit it?
Yeah, I hit it.
Oh, you're smoking that.
I know. I know.
It looks oily, right? So like maybe you're spewing some oil. It almost looks like it's the oh no, yeah, okay. I can see the back of your firewall is wet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's man, these cars are something.
Yeah, legit thought my axle was gonna pop out. Right-handed turns are worse than left-handed turns, but like I went through a left-handed turn and it was like, and I'm like looking down, I'm going 28 miles an hour.
So I raised the rear ride height just to try and mitigate some of the rub, but it's a little late, I think. So you can see underneath the wrap it was blue, but underneath the blue it's now just metal. Okay, so I'm really confused, Ben, because the car's been heavily modified. It's got more camber. It's got aftermarket suspension. It's got an aftermarket steering wheel, for God's sakes.
Wider tires than OEM too.
Big turbo.
Yeah.
It's got 205s.
Yeah. I'm on 225s.
It was terrible to drive, dude.
No, yeah. I don't think I've ever hit a corner that slow and lose traction.
It was a nightmare.
I'm pretty sure I've gone faster around corners in my truck.
How can a modified car go this slow?
Yeah. I still have yet to see the benefit of a stance car. Like I'm holding out for it. Like there's got to be something somewhere that we're missing.
I think that's what it is. I think it's been staring us in the face the whole time. Seeing the benefit, right? These cars aren't about driving. All right, let me show you. Beautiful scenic outlook. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean.
These cars aren't for driving, they're for parking.
Yeah, built to park, huh?
I think we've learned something very valuable today.
I don't even want to look at it though.
Maybe we just don't worry about driving them fast and just enjoy the trip, you know what I mean?
Some stretches of road are heaven in the right cars. Exotics, cars built for handling and driving pleasure, but these, we'd found, were not those kind of cars.
So we left the Dragon, with the realization that our cars were meant to be enjoyed for their looks, not for the driving experience. But the extremely low ride height of my TSX was making my driving experience hard to overlook.
What about that static light, Ben?
Ben, you just wouldn't understand. You're just not, you're not worthy.
I just raised my car up, no problem. Gliding on down.
Wuss. I'm gonna check my side skirt.
But Ben's issues with his side skirts didn't stop there.
Ben, you may have a slight problem.
Coming? It's the other side now. Shit, I probably lost the screw too. Give me drywall screws. Dang it.
Now, Ben, this is not technically a bumper. However, I do think that this
Do I get bingo?
No, that's not bingo. You'd have to have D-beat it, but you do get another one on your bingo card.
So I got 3 on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. The TSX wasn't the only car slowly falling apart.
My vinyl's coming off.
Yeah, like on the bottom of your side skirt. It almost looks intentional. It looks like your car is like floating along.
Hey Ben, I have kind of an observation.
And this is maybe a little bit problematic, but this is kind of the best way that I can describe it. Driving these cars in traffic, I kind of feel like I'm driving a car that is handicapped. Do you know what I mean?
You have to look so far ahead to make sure that there's no potholes, because even the slightest pothole could cause your tire to debead.
You have to leave so much room and start braking so early because you have no contact patch in order to slow down if someone in front of you panic stops.
Yeah, and then when traffic gets flowing again, I have so little power, which I guess isn't necessarily the stance to blame.
I don't know if VTEC is working on this thing. Also,
It weighs 3,400 pounds before the sound system. I bet you if we found some scales, I might be tipping around 4,000.
The rest of our day was composed mostly of the lengthy state of Tennessee. Along the way, I kept an eye out for ways to catch up to Ben on our stance car bingo.
I thought about it. Not this one, unfortunately. But I'll find something. I'll find something to drive under.
And since our cars weren't built for driving, we began experimenting with what they were good at, parking for photo shoots.
Required, check engine light, VSA, triangle with an exclamation mark, ABS, and brake light. Everything's fine.
It's not going bad so far, just as long as it doesn't keep raining.
Yeah, honestly, I feel that way every time we stop driving it. No one's to get back in the car. It's bad again. Is your car sagging?
Yeah, the bags kind of leak on the passenger side. Just like overnight.
Our destination for the third day of the trip was Tulsa, Oklahoma, but Ben and his TSX continued to hinder our progress.
Hey Ben, I just hit that last bridge there.
you're in some noise. Can we take this exit right up here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it might be nothing, but there's a noise there now that wasn't there before.
I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna go right here on the side of the road.
Well, I mean, that works for you. I can't physically get off the road like that. My brain's hit.
To say we couldn't find anything wrong with the car would be inaccurate. All of the suspension on the Acura was wrong, but we couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. Before we got back on the road, though, I took the opportunity to show off the TSX's party trick.
What is this?
This is some beats, man. We're out in the middle of nowhere. I can play it now. It's only up to 20 right now. I think it goes to 60. That's only one of the speakers, Ben. You gotta see the rest. There's 2 in every door, and then I got the back seat set up. I'm not gonna lie, I do actually feel a little bit embarrassed, and there's not even anybody around.
Volkswagen.
There are so many things that look bad about your car right now. Ben, your headliner looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. All the fabric in this car is just coming off.
Can you even see out your rearview mirror anymore? Just crossed over 1,000 miles on this trip, which is further than I thought by about 1,000.
"16 hours and 1,100 miles away from home, we arrived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at an event our cars should excel at, a car meet.
Obviously I want an NSX, right? But I can't quite afford them. Maybe we could like straight trade the TSX. It's both basically it's the same car.
I mean, that's basically the same as mine, honestly.
I need a cabin air filter for a 2004 Acura TSX.
Hey man, I just need this headliner adhesive. I wasn't sold on these cars, especially after the Dragon. But now that we've actually gone to a car meet and parked our cars, I'm starting to get it. This is pretty fun. People seem to like them.
Yeah, this is kind of like where they shine. This is what they're built for.
Exactly.
Built to park.
I'm kind of starting to think that a car isn't, built unless it's slammed and cambered.
Yeah, like bags, wheels, or coilovers and wheels. Done.
Done.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I can get used to this.
But if Ben and I were going to immerse ourselves in this new subculture of the car community, we were going to go all the way. Stance, after all, is a lifestyle.